dignitaries, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I take immense pleasure in welcoming you all to the Investment in South Asia Conference and Awards 2020. This conference has been organized by Berkeley Middle East Investors Club. The Berkeley Middle East Investors Club is an amazing platform bringing together the global community of business leaders, government officials, investors, innovators and influencers to share their knowledge, their ideas and new opportunities. Today's conference is going to focus on investment opportunities in South Asia. South Asia consists of 8 magnificent countries. We are talking about Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal. South Asia covers an area of approximately 5.2 million square kilometer, which is equal to 3.5% of world's surface area. It has a population of approximately 1.9 million, and that makes it one of the most densely populated region of the world. It has a GDP of $3.5 trillion according to the World Bank. Looking at all of this data, we can all gauge the great potential which South Asia has to offer to the world. And we can confidently say that in the coming decades, South Asia is going to lead the global growth. Having said this, we want to use today's platform to explore not just win-win solutions, but win-win-win solutions. And this represents things which are beneficial not just for 2 opposing groups, but we are also going to talk about an overall win for the region, the society and the environment. Our distinguished speakers will inform us about new opportunities, on how to widen the current business scope in South Asia. We are also going to explore the interplay between public and private partnerships, the different sectors, and how to align the objectives for the investors and the investees. To start this forum, I would now present the welcome note from Dr. Musa Shaikh. Dr. Musa Shaikh is the Group CEO of Berkeley Middle East Holdings. He is an investment strategist, a Royal Family Investment and Business Advisor, an economic advisor, PPP investor, and a consultant. He is an expert in advising the private offices of ultra-high net worth individuals encompassing more than $3 billion. He unfortunately could not make it to this event, but we have a video presentation from him where he would like to share his thoughts and his views on the importance of South Asia and what this platform is meant for.
Greeting from Berkeley Middle East Investor Club with another event, Invest in South Asia. We have been working on different level of events. Mainly we focus on the countries and we see what are the area of opportunities when we invite the consulate, diplomats, business community and the investors, and we bridge them on this platform. And we have seen over the year that it has bring tremendous results over the period of time. Berkeley Middle East Investor Club welcomes you in this hall, my friends, my colleagues, the respected speakers, the award nominees, His Excellencies, government officials, business community, investors, and the professionals, all listening to me. I wish you a great morning and a very good day ahead. South Asia region is a very important region. It's an economy of approx $13 trillion with a huge population, and the population who is having a great mind, skill, talent and abilities. The most of the countries has very good agriculture, infrastructure opportunities, electricity, renewable energies, waste management, financial systems, compliances, resource allocation, economic development, financial systems, microfinancing, fund management, focusing on industrialization, revolution, innovation, creativity, This is an amazing region. This region require a special focus. This focus that we can get it with while talking to each other. This region based on a concept of United States of America, China and European Union, where the areas are really large and people are quite different from each other, but they are connected with the gain of peace, harmony, and trade. So this is the concept that is in South Asia region. This region is really big. So those who are listening first time about South Asia, they might be, they should be informed that this region contains Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, Maldives. These are countries which have innumerous potentials. Markets are open for investors, opportunities are great. Every government is focusing on their countries to bring investments, FDIs, foreign direct investments, and these investments can change the quality of life of the people, make your exports more lucrative and attractive for the market. In the recent last 20 years, countries has done a phenomenal job. If you see India as incredible India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka in tourism, Pakistan in ease of business, and other regions are really growing. So we feel that there is a need of discussion that how collectively we can develop this region. This region, imagine like when we are in London and we want to go to Italy, we go in a train and in few hours you are in the country. So wherever trains goes, they take the logistic, couriers, tourism, friendship, interaction, and a lot of benefits that transportation system brings to these regions. Think about a hyperloop which goes from Afghanistan and it travels all the region and finishes somewhere at the end of Sri Lanka. So it's going to be an amazing world where people have trade, commerce, harmony, tourism, infrastructure, agriculture, industrialization, innovation, creativity, and a lot of things that we should achieve now. Time has come. The like-minded people who understand that the trade and commerce is a source of bringing quality of life in any country. So we are honored that best brains, innovative speakers are with us. They are successful people. They are doing a great job for their countries and for the other countries as well. I want to give them a special thanks. We'll start the event with the concept of invest in South Asia. With the first thing that we need to know is the ease of business. Any region, any country, if you make things easy for them to enter in their countries, things will become really easy for the investors. If an investor has to go through a bureaucratic red tapeism, slowness, corruption, bribery, and so investors get lose motivation because there are a lot of regions which are very easy to do the business, so the money goes in that countries. So if really we want to bring investments in your country as a region, inter-region trade, so we need to first focus on ease of business. I'm very glad that such an experienced consultant and managing director of management consultancy, Dr. Kasser Anis, is with us. He is going to talk about ease of business, which is the most important element. It's a gateway. I'm very thankful to Najia Mahbub. She is a finance professional and looks into the investment. She's herself an investor. We need to know the investments terms and terminologies. I'm really thankful for Najia to give us this valuable time, and I hope this day will be the best days of your life. Najia is going to conduct the show on my behalf. She's going to introduce you with the speakers and the awardees. I'm really glad that we have Indian Business Council the representatives here in this hall. They are really precious to us. They have a valuable contribution to make this event happen, and their support is really phenomenal. I want to do a special thanks for Mr. Subharta Mukherjee. He's my old friend, and for his personal focus and attention towards this concept. I'm sure that he's going to enlighten us with his thoughts during the event. We are very pleased that His Excellency Mr. Ghanim Al-Falasi is among us. So he's going to talk about how nations links with each other and how important it is for them to link as a club and connect with each other. So it will be an amazing speech and thoughts, and I'm sure that we are going to get a great benefit. Global warming is a growing issue, and in South Asia it's one of the most prominent issues where we are lacking the trees. We have lack of greenery. We didn't focus much on the global warming issue in our past. So Rolf is an expert about environment and waste management, and he's going to talk about the methodology, focus, emphasis that we need to do as a private individual or a government or an investor. What are the opportunities in terms of these environmental and resource and waste management? Rolf, he's from Germany, and he is an advisor to several government departments, and he's playing a great role for the region. Share his thoughts and views with us. Eye-opening information for you, I'm very sure about it. I want to do a special thanks for Rita to be a part of this show, take this initiative to be here, and I'm really looking forward to see what Nepal has for our global investors and what opportunities exist, and so we can move forward to our step 2 for the final execution of the investment deals that we can. That's the basic purpose, to have this kind of shows, to show the opportunities and then enter into the country with the right investors. Food is a very important topic. These countries are mostly agriculture. They are producing the world best agriculture. We are talking about rice, we are talking about vegetables, fruits. Food is a very important thing for this region. And you're talking about approx 2 billion people, which is actually consuming these food items. And if you're an exporter, so the rest of the world is actually looking for your commodities and your products. E-Rich is going to talk about food, its opportunities and challenges, and I'm sure really it's a very, very interesting discussions, and you are going to get the best value out of his presentation. The Consulate General of Bangladesh, I want to give him a special thanks to be a part of this event, and he's gonna discuss about what opportunities are in Bangladesh And all of us, we know Bangladesh is doing a phenomenal growth in terms of textile, in terms of industry, in terms of growth. Everything is phenomenal. So it will be a great insight that how Bangladesh has transformed themselves into a very interesting, prosperous and growing economy. I'm really excited to hear his presentation and his views. I'm really excited to introduce you to Robin. Robin is, he remained the strategic communication advisor for the government of UK, especially in Prime Minister House. He has an immense experience and he is a great speaker. You might have seen him frequently on BBC and other channels. Today is going to share his vision, and I'm sure that there is a huge to learn from his experience. We have speaker from Pakistan. She traveled all the way around, and she has a topic that is how Pakistan look in 2020 and what is the way forward. Pakistanis are quite excited, and they have a new prime minister and there is a change discussion, and I'm really excited to hear that what is the outlook of next 5 and 10 years, which things government of Pakistan is focusing on, what's their focus on law and order in their country, industrial policies, revolutions, industrial revolution, import, exports, balance of payments, their currency challenges, and there are a lot of challenges, and there are a lot of opportunities that is in the country. So I have a very good friend, Dr. Anurag. He's from an army background and he transformed himself as a businessman, and he's well connected in India, and he has a huge public relation connections and network, and he is going to explain about because the size of India in terms of the region is huge. We consider them as a big brother of a family, and big brother, you know, is always under several corporate social responsibilities. So he's gonna put a light on this, and it will be a great value for us as listeners. The next speaker is Mr. Umar, and Umar is a chartered accountant from England and Wales, and he has huge experience in terms of fund management. So he is going to explain about investment opportunities in his country, and of course he is gonna discuss about the South Asia as a journal. When we talk about investments are traditional. As in old fashioned, we used to go to bank and we give them money. They give a return which is risk free and regulated by a central bank. But with the passage of time, we find the new ways of doing businesses, a new type of investment scheme as alternative investments, and there it grows the family businesses and the wealth management. So a lot of good European, American banks has divisions for private bankings, and South Asia region is the one where we need to bring the best benchmark private bankings. So Alexandria is going to talk about private banking in South Asia, and we are looking forward to see that what private banking opportunities are available in the region. Dr. Muhammad, he is working for government of Dubai, and he is a really innovative person, and I'm not going to reveal anything about what he's going to discuss, but I'm very sure that he's going to he is a great value to this event and the day. We have an experienced, or more than 3 decades experience, investment banker. He is going to talk about how to bring investments by using funds in your country. So this is an amazing presentation, and it's technical and it's enlightening, and I'm sure it will be amazing to hear him. As we already all we know that investments are always regulated, and so we have to get a proper education, and the fastest growing education in investment industry is chartered financial analyst and chartered alternative investment analyst. So we have a very nice young financial analyst who is qualified as CFA and Kaya, like chartered alternative investment analyst, and he's gonna share his experience, that what difference he feel in himself. He is also a Berkeley Middle East training student, and so he's gonna give a great insight about the qualifications related to investments that is really important for us as investors or investment professionals to upgrade and continuously upgrade ourselves. Health is a very important element in any country. The countries which are based on a concept of social welfare, like United States, United Kingdom, Europe, where you have access to the latest health facility free of cost. Same concept in South Asia is really, really important, because if you feed your people nicely, if you take care of them in terms of health, honestly, they are going to give you the phenomenal return in terms of human capital, and your country will move to the next levels of excellence. So the countries who love their own citizens build up their brains by education, taking care of them by health and other facilities. People stay in that countries and they help them to grow. Opposite, like as we know, brain drain, that if you are not taking care of your people, people will leave. They will migrate to Australia, Canada, America, UK, Europe, because they will feel that they have better opportunity, life is more stable, kids, families can have better benefits. So these benefits are really, really important, and health is one of them. Vivek is going to discuss about the health opportunities in the region and what challenges are related to it. I'm sure that is going to be a great discussion and very, very useful for those people who are in the field of medicine and hospitals and healthcare. It's gonna be a great insight. So we have a great gentleman from Panasonic. He's a lawyer, top lawyer in US, working in this region. He is a guru in terms of compliances, regulation, risks, returns, and he understands, and we understand, that any country want investment should be very strong in their legal structure. They should have compliance and they handle the risk factors. Then people will be more, investor will be more secure and more confident about going in such countries. So he's gonna share his thoughts, his frameworks that are very useful. I had a couple of sittings with him. He's a phenomenally knowledgeable person, and that's why we invite him to share his knowledge. Most interesting part of our every show is the recognition of those individuals who has delivered the best value to the region, to their countries, and we appreciate them with awards and certificates. So we have award ceremony. All the speakers, when they are going to finish their talks, then we are moving towards the award ceremony, and at the end we will conclude the session. So once again, in the last, I'm very, very thankful to all of you to take out your time, and this is just an icebreaker. And generally we saw a trend that whenever we raise a topic, other people also come and join our hands. So, and this is what we want. We should be a change agent, and we should bring a positivity in the economic environment of the region. So I'm really hopeful that this day will be a best day of your life, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you very much. I request the host to please proceed with the official program. Thank you very much.